If you've got a 4th generation 4Runner and you're looking for the most rugged, reliable, dependable bulb on the market, the Xenon Depot Xtreme LED Pro is for you. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to install it in the low beam, the high beam, and more importantly, what it looks like compared to stock. So let's get started. So the nice part about these 4Runners is, and I'm sure you're aware of this, you own one, these things are super easy to work on. There's no grill removal, the grill goes with the hood. You don't have to pull the headlight out to do this install. You can just reach everything right from the back, and it is a nice break from the newer vehicles we've been doing on this channel. So if you're doing this at home, you can reach right back here, grab onto the low beam bulb, twist it counterclockwise, and just pull it toward you. It'll pop out just like that. You can press in on the tab here to remove it. Now, as you can tell, this bulb's a little dusty, and that's a big reason why we are installing the Xenon Depot Xtreme LED Pro bulbs today. They are passively cooled. They use these metal fins. They do not have a fan. They do not have anything that's going to get dust in it and fail prematurely. And when it comes to a vehicle like this, as you can tell, it's probably important for this guy. So we're looking for reliability here, and that's exactly what we're going to install. Go ahead and insert the bulb and just twist it clockwise to lock it in place. And then go ahead and spread the fins out so that it cools properly. Now all that's left to do is plug it in. Go ahead and take your factory wire connector. It just snaps together like so. Good connection, I don't have to worry about that at all. Now the low beam really is that easy. Now don't worry, the high beam is just as simple as the low beam was. You can reach down here, there's plenty of room. Twist the bulb counterclockwise, pull it toward you. They leave you enough wire slack to get it this far out of the vehicle, and it installs the exact same way. Go ahead and press the tab down, pull the bulb away. Go ahead and plug your wire harness in. You can hear it click, you probably heard that on camera. Really like the harnesses and the way these kits are put together. And just like we did on the low beam, go ahead and install the bulb, twist it clockwise to lock it in place. I'm just going to spread the fins out here so that it cools properly. Now you can jump on over to the driver's side and do the low beam and high beam over there as well. It's the same process. There is a battery in the way, but you can reach your hand in there. You do not need to remove the battery to do this. However, if you get this far into this and you've done your low beam and your high beam, the last thing you want to do is have a mismatched fog light. There's nothing worse than seeing the crisp blue light of the LED on the low beam and the high beam, and then a yellow halogen fog light. Now a quick and easy way to get the fog lights to match the headlights on this vehicle is by installing some of the CMB bulbs from Xenon Depot. We just did a big tabletop review on these where we show them in different fog light housings, Ford fog light housings, Chevy fog light housings, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how they look in the Toyota fog light housings. While I'm down there, I'm also going to install the GTR Lighting Carbide Canbus 2 bulbs. These things, the cool part about them is you don't need to do a resistor with them. So on a vehicle like this, you'd have to lay down there, solder some wires, mount a resistor to the frame somewhere. That's no fun for anybody, and that's not what we're trying to do here. These are plug and play. You can pop them in, and they do a tremendous amount for the front of this vehicle. So the sweet part about this vehicle is it's got a little bit of a lift to it. It's got a little bit bigger tire. I can just crouch down, reach up, and do this install. Depending on how your vehicle's set up, you might need to lay down on a creeper or something, but honestly, a fog light upgrade has never been easier. You can reach in here, twist it counterclockwise, and there's, once again, Toyota leaves us all kinds of slack. You can actually pull the bulb down this far and unclip it from the factory wire harness. Now this is what the CMB bulb looks like compared to the stock halogen fog light bulb. As you can see, very similar dimensionally, but we've got that new LED technology. We're going to get that nice LED color, and everything's going to match perfectly. The sweet part is these bulbs run like 50, 60 bucks. Very reasonable for what they are. Plugs in just like the factory bulb did, and it installs just like the factory bulb did. There's no drivers to mount. There's no zip tying required. It's just plug and play. Pops right in. Now the turn signal bulb is just as easy as that fog light upgrade was. Twist it counterclockwise. You can pull it down below the bumper here. Pop that bulb out, and this is what they look like compared to each other. This is the new GTR Lighting Carbide Canbus bulb, and this thing is unbelievably bright. So we're doing all this LED upgrading up front, and it's all going to match. It's all going to look great. That one clips right into the factory socket like so. and you can just reinstall it into the turn signal housing. Now, for some reason, that turn signal bulb doesn't work when you turn the vehicle on. It's a simple fix. Just pull the bulb out of the socket, rotate it, and reinstall it the other direction. It is polarity specific. Now, normally we do separate videos on these. We'll do a separate turn signal video, we'll do a separate fog light video, separate low beam and high beam video, but it's just so easy to do on this truck that we just did them all at the same time. But let's shoot this thing against the wall and see how it all looks. So we've got our 2005 4Runner pulled in and firing against the wall now, and we're taking a Lux reading of our stock headlights. And Lux is your usable light output firing down the road. It's the most useful measurement possible when determining how bright a headlight is. And in this case, this one came out at 280 lux, which is pretty dim, as you can see left to right. This is probably what you're driving around with right now if you're watching this video. And now I fully understand why you are here watching this video. Now let's see what the Xenon depot bulbs can do in these housings. Now our Xenon depot bulbs measured at 1,230 lux, which compared to the 280 that we got out of the stock headlights, that is a tremendous upgrade over stock. They look great. We've got a nice tight beam pattern. We don't have a ton of flood upwards. And as you can tell, when they're properly adjusted like they are in this little clip here, we're not going to be glaring or blinding oncoming traffic. And that's one big concern with aftermarket LED bulbs in housings, is you don't want to be getting flashed every time you drive your car at night. As you can see here, you've got the light exactly where you need it, and it is a much needed upgrade over stock. Now the stock 4Runner high beam actually wasn't too terrible. The passenger side headlight's a little bit brighter, looks like it maybe was replaced at one point. This came in at 1,040 lux. As you can see, it's a nice bright hot spot on the left and right, and we've got our up and down flood as well. So let's see what the Xenon depot bulbs can do in these same housings. Now we've got our Xenon depot high beams installed and firing against the wall, and as you can see, these are significantly brighter over those stock high beams. These came in at 3,590 lux, which compared to the 1,040, that is a major night and day difference. We maintained the factory beam pattern, just brightened it significantly, and that's exactly what we're here to do. As you can tell, we've completely transformed the front of this Toyota 4Runner, and honestly, what a tremendous upgrade over stock. Not only does it look like a modern vehicle now, but we've got some real firepower going down the road at night. This thing's gonna be way better to drive. Now, if you need anything else for your Toyota 4Runner, if you need some reverse light bulbs, interior lights, you name it, we've got it. We've got it all figured out here, and we'd love to help you out. So hit us at headlightrevolution.com. Thanks for watching.